The voice you listen to determines the future you experience.
So maybe we need to take inventory of the voices we have in our lives.
God asked Adam and Eve this question: who told you
Yeah.
you were naked?
Yeah.
Who told you you were depressed? Who told you?
Who told you?
Who told you?
Who told you that? Or when Jesus was in the wilderness being tempted, and the devil said to him, "It is written." And then Jesus turned back to him and says, It is written. The devil says it is written. Jesus said it is written. You got to know the difference.
Come on. So let's get grainier for a second. How do you know the difference? Because I know people want to know this. We get this question all the time. How do you know the difference between the voice of God, your voice, and the voice of the enemy?
Everybody in this room has been corrupted by sin. Your thoughts have been corrupted by sin. Your intellect has been corrupted by sin. Your heart has been corrupted by sin. So you'll hear things in your head that is antithetical to truth. So let me tell you something right now. God will never tell you to do anything that goes against his word. Right? And some of y'all have listened to preachers and people on podcasts and read books of people telling you stuff on social media. Say God told them. No, you didn't. You lie. God would never tell you to do anything that goes against. So one of the ways to safely determine if God is speaking to you is, does it line up with his word? If it does not line up with his word, then we know for a fact he has not spoken. Also, too, when God speaks, it bears witness with your spirit. When his spirit speaks to your spirit, something bears witness. You feel this peace, this sense of assurance that you have heard from God, right? Like you feel like something, you've heard God on the inside, and then you have this supernatural peace, this assurance. There is a testimony of your spirit to God's spirit that God has spoken. And when God speaks, peace follows. That's why Colossians says, man, let peace rule in your heart.
That's right.
Leading every decision to be made to the point where I know I have peace from making that decision. So we know that when God has spoken, there is peace. When God has spoken, there is a witness, a bearing of witness. And when God has spoken, we know it lines up with his word.
That's good.
Back to Ephesians.